Hey guys, what's going on? Mouse here. Just a quick mission video because we've got a new content creator mission to unlock some new codes, and this time we are getting advanced mana crystals plus a skill rune chest, 1000 essence stones, and a weapon design. So I'll just cover both missions in this video. And by the way, the current content creator season is also about to end on the 25th. So if you would like to continue supporting me and receive the remaining codes for this season and over the next seasons, don't forget to extend your support here. And once again, thank you so much for all the support. Really appreciate it, and big shout out to all our top 10 supporters here. Mr. Bombastic, I think this is Kinetic, the second one. Keko, Luchi, MKim23, NID 2949496, Kitsunity, NID 4617176, King Kong, as well as Snake Eye. Thank you so much, everyone. And with that, let's begin. So first, we're going to be talking about the best to invest in for Jinwoo and the meta hunters. Then let's talk about some of the crazy amount of free rewards that you might have missed that you don't want to miss if you've been away from the game for a while now. So let's start with the course for Jinwoo. It's pretty straightforward. Mind Core, just use Ancient Wraith. It's literally the only recommended option for him in this case. And by the way, this is only the core where you want to get the percent main stat. So ideally, you want attack percent here, and all the rest for Jinwoo and other hunters should just use additional stats for higher damage output and total power. Now, for the body core, I prefer to use Nameless Demon because it gives you a shield which helps you buy time when you're low, great in hard content, so you can cast your ultimate and get that shield while waiting for heals. But you can also use Ancient Wraith for damage reduction too, but honestly, neither is that crucial, so typically you can just use whatever max cores you already have. Now for the Spirit cores, it's still situational, but Ancient Wraith is fine for slightly faster ult, especially the first one, but it usually doesn't really matter. I recommend using Teeth of the Watcher instead, especially in game content where you're using Obsidian set, since staying above 40% MP is important, and this will certainly help you in that case. Now next, let's go over the hunters by elements. Let's start with the fire units. So we're just going to be talking about the meta units ones, the ones that we are still seeing being used in at least one game content, okay? So for Kanae, her basic skills count as ultimates, so Nameless Demon, Mind Core, and Body Core work great. It will give you constant crit damage buff, and the Guardian procs too for the Body Core, as well as added survivability. And for MP, just go for Teeth of the Watcher. And now for Gina, Ancient Wraith, Mind Core for that passive attack percent is good. Body can be anything. Ancient Wraith helps a bit with survivability, but in most cases she's not that exposed anyway because you're gonna just do quick rotations. And for the Spirit Core, it can be Ancient Wraith to slightly speed up Sylph Blessings activation in POD, but in Guild Boss there will be cases that she will run low on MP, so you can use Teeth of the Watcher in that case. Otherwise, whatever is fine. She's just a support anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. For Esil, I would recommend using Ancient Wraith, Mind Core 2. Body can be Ancient or Nameless Demon for Guardian, but also not required, okay? Spirit Core does not matter. She's not MP hungry, and generally she does not need that power gauge. For Choi, fast ult rotation but no crit scaling, so go for Ancient Wraith, Mind Core, and Nameless Demon for the rest. And Soohyun, Ancient Wraith, Mind Core. If she has MP issues, typically this only happens in the guild boss. In those cases, just go for Teeth of the Watcher because it's going to be very important for her to sustain that 40% MP when she's using Obsidian set. Now for Emma, let's just skip this. Only use her typically in the Penetration Night Killer meta in guild boss, so you can just use whatever course you already have for her. Don't need to build anything specific for her. Now let's go ahead to the water team. Water Cha, Eyes of the Watcher for core attacks, not the bulk of her damage, but it will still help a bit. Teeth of the Watcher is crucial for MP. Body Core is flexible, although you can use Limbs or Crimson, but not really that important because the activation condition is also not that easy to achieve. And for Seorin, needs Teeth of the Watcher, huge MP issues definitely. The rest can just be anything. But of course, if you want the perfect course for her, you can use this setup. And for Meilin, Ancient Wraith, Spirit Core if you want a slightly faster ult in team fights, but also optional. For Alicia, Core attack unit, go Ice plus Teeth because she has huge MP issues. Shuhua also using Eyes of the Watcher, her damage comes from core attack 2. She already has good MP regen through her core attacks and fast power gauge gain with her A3. So the other two are optional in that case, but if you just want to help her out a bit, you can use the damage reduction body core because she's a bit squishy as an attack unit. Now for Saw, rarely used, just borrow the cores if needed, and Teeth of the Watcher helps in guild boss, but other than that, there's nothing really special that you should use. Now for wind units, Lennart, Ultimate Spammer 2, Nameless Demon, Mind and Body. Spirit can be Ancient Wraith to shave off like 0.5 to 1 second faster ult in team fights. So sometimes it's crucial, but most of the time it's not. If MP becomes an issue, you can also use Teeth of the Watcher. So again, we're using the Nameless Demon body core because we want to be able to proc the Guardian set, which is the typical setup for support units. But if you're not using Guardian set on those units, you can of course use other options like Limbs or Crimson for that extra defense percent. Although, again, like I said, typically it's very hard to proc those conditions. And even if you did, the benefit you get from it is not that huge anyway. Goto Ryuji needs Teeth of the Watcher too because of the skill spam and the MP consumption penalty from his buff. You can also use Nameless Demon for the Mind Core just for a bit of crit damage burst on his ult. And Ancient Wraith for the body core, that could work too. He's very much exposed during combat. So for Mirei, just use Ancient Wraith or Nameless Demon for Mind Core. Both are seen as almost same. And for her MP sustain, Nameless Demon is also the better option in Guild Boss particularly. But in all other game content, you can use Teeth of the Watcher, especially Simulation Gate, where you will be able to spam your basic skills more with the cooldown reduction codes. I have a video comparing these two, so you might want to check that out later. For Hansemi, Teeth of the Watcher for Guild Boss, others are optional, but just for the sake of like having the perfect course, you can use this setup too. Now let's head over to the light team. Thomas Andre, I prefer to use full Nameless Demon setup. He ults frequently now. He also needs the shields for his bonus damage, and also the emphasis sustain here are all worth it for him. So for Gunhee, main damage is core attacks, just use Eyes of the Watcher. For MP, just go Teeth of the Watcher or Ancient Wraith, depending on the content. Like for example, POD, you won't have MP problems, so it might be better to get a slightly bit faster power gauge for him. So for the body core, Crimson is okay, but usually we don't invest on these cores anymore. For Miyeon, Nameless Demon here for her ultimate plus basic skills combo afterwards. Body is flexible. Teeth is nice to have in Guild Boss, but she has MP regen built in, so it's usually fine. And Light Cha, Ancient Wraith for the Mind, Teeth for MP, Body is up to you. For the supports, not really core reliant, but you can just throw in Ancient Wraith, Spirit Core for ult speed in team fights, but typically you don't need it for other content. Now for the Dark team, Harper, Nameless Demon plus Teeth for the Guild Boss. Again, these MP consumption reduction Teeth of the Watcher is mostly used only in team fights. In other game content, you typically won't have MP problems, so just adjust to that accordingly. For Charlotte, it's just the same: ult spam, Guardian Shield procs, and MP sustain. Bora, Ancient Wraith for attack 5%. Isla, not very core reliant, so typically I'll just use whatever the core I have that has a max level with damage increase that to boost her ultimate skill buff. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the cores. Most meta units only need a few flexible cores. I just focus on the ones that I can transfer across multiple units without losing that much value. But anyway, for the missions and for new or returning players, let's just talk about real quick about the free rewards that are insane right now from events and also from the newly added features in the game. So right now we already have 40 chapters of battle missions, hundreds of custom tickets here, tons of mats, and the story mode now has normal, hard, and expert mode, all with battle mission achievement rewards on top of the chapter clears. So in the normal solid beginner rewards, custom tickets, the hard mode, you will get weapon tickets, some essence stones, but the expert mode is now the crazy one. Literally thousands and thousands of essence stones here. And for the reverse mode, you'll also get huge amount of gold, rate up tickets, shadow progression items on the hard mode. And of course, we have the same old achievements, not amazing, but still the solid freebies. And for new players, of course, we have the training to become a formidable combatant, a series of missions with rewards where you can get SSR Cha, Meilin, and their weapons and other SSR weapons, and so much progression items. But the biggest thing that you should not miss now is, of course, the Idol collab event, wherein you will get free units and weapons, so don't miss out on this. And also we have the play challenge, which will give you 100 weapon tickets plus gold just by doing your dailies and weeklies regularly. So that's gonna be it for this video, and make sure to support in the SLA Content Creator Program in case you have not supported yet, because we will be sending the codes once it becomes available. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.